Clyde, welcome. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
How's everything?
Well, other than the Knicks, terrific.
How about, let me talk a second about the show you did, which I saw them promoing during the game the other night. How about going back and doing one of these This Is Your Life deals? How was that?
Oh, man, it was very provocative. Brought back a lot of memories I had forgotten about. My high school days, working, at the Zesto. I met my bosses there, before I started playing sports. So just all the people that helped me. It's very sad when I go home now, Mike, because everyone that catapulted me, helped me in my career, are no longer around.
How did you get to Southern Illinois? What made you go to Southern Illinois?
I was like a walk-on. I'd never heard of them. They never heard of me. There was a guy who was with a religious organization that befriended me. So he tried to get me into Indiana, but my SATs weren't high enough to get in Indiana. So he knew someone at Southern Illinois. So I kind of went up there, and, the rest is history.
You were a walk-on?
Yeah, essentially, right. I didn't have a scholarship or anything.
And how long was it before you became a substantial player? Right away?
Yeah. I set all the freshman records. What happened, the varsity coach wasn't there when I came up to try out. So once he saw me practice a few while, he gave me a 4-year scholarship.
And then freshmen didn't play, so they were waiting for you when you got to the varsity. You were going to be by then. So when you got there as a sophomore, they knew that you were the real deal.
Yeah, because the freshman team was beating the varsity. We were beating those guys.
I'm sure you were. And then the rest is history, as those who, and I am old enough to have watched Clyde break in. So, I mean, and his brilliant play, one of the great guards in the history of the NBA, and classy play and tough play, great defensive play, and all the things that were the backbone of your great Knicks teams. We're not seeing a lot of it at the Garden right now, that's for sure.
Well,
the team is really,
defense.
The defense has been just awful in the home games. I mean, really bad. What do you think's going on?
Well, one thing is Chandler, but even without Chandler, they should be able to keep guys in front of them. So that starts with the guards. The guards are the catalyst for the defense, keeping guys out of the paint, so they haven't been able to keep guys out of the paint. So it's been a complete breakdown. Backdoor plays, they've been vulnerable to that. The other thing is they're doing a lot of switching. So you get in mismatches. You got Bargnani on a point guard.
Yep.
And, those guys have used their quickness to get into the paint. So the Knicks continue to switch. But I think they're going to have to take a look at that because right now it's not working.
Well, didn't Woodson, I believe, didn't he last year? He didn't let big switch, big and little, right? He wouldn't let the big switch with the guards, right? I thought he was. I thought that was one of his rules was he didn't let the big switch. If the 2s, 3s, and 4s could switches, and the bigs and the points couldn't switch their men. I thought that was one of his steadfast rules.
Yeah, I think so, but this year he's been a little more lenient in allowing guys to switch, and they've definitely paid for it.
They have paid for it. What do you think of Bargnani so far?
Well, he started out slowly, but he's won the crowd over now with his good play. He's shooting 50% from the field, over 40 from three-point. And he's shown some tenacity, which we didn't think that he would be bringing. But so we're talking about lack of effort on defense, but Bargnani has been one of the surprises with his ability to intimidate guys coming into the paint.
He actually blocked Howard's shot, although Howard doesn't have too many offensive moves, as we know, but he, which was surprising, at least for me. Hardaway, what have you seen? Have you liked anything you've seen from Hardaway so far, Clyde?
Yeah, his poise, his composure. He's a very confident kid. I can recall when I was a rookie, I was petrified to shoot the ball. This guy comes in right away looking to shoot. It's so funny. We were on the elevator here in Michigan. I go, Tim, where's the band, man? I'm like, where's the parade, man? Nobody's coming to meet you.
Listen, he isn't bashful. You talk about a guy breaking in. He's not afraid to shoot the ball, that's for sure.
No, he's going to be a player. Obviously defense he has to work on a little more, but uncanny leaping ability. This guy's made some very stupendous dunk shots and some young legs for the Knicks, especially in transition where the Knicks are not getting a lot of easy hoops. So he's one of the guys that's out there getting those easy opportunities.
You know, one of the things when we're talking with Walt Frazier, Knicks tonight at home, on the road in Detroit, tomorrow night home against Indiana, so they're going to see two big teams in a row without Chandler, and that's going to be a problem. Bigs tonight and better bigs tomorrow night. And those Indiana guys, Clyde, they're going to be a pain in the neck because they're playing well, and they got those guys that beat you up inside, too, you know?
Not only that, their defense. I mean, they're leading the league in only allowing the opposition about 85 points a game. Hibbert has become a monster.
Yes.
You know, he's blocking shots, rebounding. George has made the quantum leap.
Yeah, George has become a big star. He's become a big star.
Yeah, what about Stevenson? This guy hurt us last year. I thought he was the guy that really hurt us. Stevenson is playing magnificent basketball now.
He is. Very good team. Do you like one backcourt more than the others for the Knicks? Do you think one is more efficient? Is there one you'd like to see them play more? Because they obviously mix and match. Is there one backcourt you like?
No, I think depending on the opposition, as far as the starting lineup, I feel the same way. Sometimes they can play the big lineup, like they're compelled to do that tonight, but at other times when the team is small, they've got to go with a smaller lineup. And that's one of the problems I think Woodson has been baffled by. You know, he came into the season not really having a set lineup, but I thought he wanted to go with Chandler and Bargnani, and then ironically Chandler gets injured, so that's why Woodson is kind of in a quagmire now about what starting offense he's going to use.